Okay, dear students, I hope you liked the previous two videos where I discussed two very important numericals for your JEE main, जिसमें एक इंडक्टर था and the concept of t is equal to 0 means in the beginning when the switch was switched on and when t is equal to infinite, that is the steady state, was discussed. There was only an inductor and a combination of resistances. Now, in this lesson, we have an inductor, a pure inductor, combination of resistances, pure inductor, combination of resistances. And in addition to that, there is a capacitor also. And connected across a source of EMF, there is a key here. The moment you press the key, t is equal to 0. And after a long time, you say t is equal to infinite. Let us see in which direction the current will flow at t is equal to 0. And in which direction, in which path, in the current will flow at t is equal to infinite, right? So the statement of the problem is like this. In the given circuit diagram, the key K, this key K, is switched on at t is equal to 0. The moment it is switched on, you say time begins, so t is equal to 0. Okay, the ratio of the current I through the cell at t is equal to 0, we have to find one current. Then at t is equal to infinite, we'll have to find the current again. So what is the ratio of those two currents? Current at t is equal to 0 and current at t is equal to infinite. What is the ratio of those two currents? Now look at the diagram. Very simple but very important also. Now let us mark this point as A, this point as B, this point is as C, and this point as D. Okay. So now look at t is equal to 0. That is when this key is just switched on. The inductor L, which I discussed in previous lessons, opposes any current through this path and this path, because here the current will take some time. The current starts growing, right? It does not reach its maximum value I naught immediately. So long as it has not, so long the current through this path has not reached its maximum value, this keeps on opposing. That was the meaning of self-inductance, and that opposition was given as E was equal to minus L di by dt, which I explained in many videos. If I reaches maximum, derivative of a constant I becomes maximum I naught, that is constant. Derivative of a constant becomes 0. 0 into this thing becomes 0. Then it no more opposes. It waits until, it keeps waiting until then, until the current becomes maximum. That what I told you, it takes about 5 time constant time to be maximum. Now, so at t is equal to 0, no current to this side. Now the question is, why no current to this side? Also to this side also there is no current. Because the capacitor has to be fully charged first. So there is no current through the branch L and 3R branch due to this opposition until this I becomes I naught. And also at t is equal to 0, the capacitor acts as a pure conductor. That is, it gets charged due to this source of EMF. Then you might ask why it is not going to this side. You can imagine this is the house of a person, this is house of a person, this is house of another person, this is house of another person, this is house of another person. The house of this person is at a low level, and this is like a river sending current or water. Current, if you call it, is a source of EMF. If you think this is a river, then the water is flowing like this, and the flow of water you can compare with the flow of charge, that is current. Since this house is at a lower level, fast water will flow to the lower level. Means this capacitor will get charged. This positive plate, which is connected to this side, it will draw electrons from this plate. The electrons will move like this. Therefore, the current is this way. Those electrons will be passing through the R and will be given to this plate. So this plate becomes negatively charged. This plate becomes positively charged. Each time this draws an electron from this plate, it acquires a positive charge, and that electron is transferred through this, and the key is closed, passes through the R and is given to this plate. Means only this part of the circuit is complete until the capacitor gets fully charged. So there is no current to this side. So at t is equal to 0, only this path is complete, and in this path there is only one resistance, and here is the EMF. So the current will be E by R. So the first current will be E by R. So no current through 6R. That is what I tried to explain, because the capacitor will be first charged. मतलब कहना का मतलब ये सोच सकते हो, ये किसी का मकान है, ये किसी का मकान है, ये किसी का मकान है, ये भी किसी का मकान है, ये भी किसी का मकान है. ये जो मकान है थोड़ा लो लेवल पर है. So the water flowing from here will pass to this low level first, right? So means that is same thing as saying the capacitor will be charged first. Nothing will go to this side until this is fully charged, right? Until this is fully charged, no current will flow through 6R. So in the first case, at t is equal to 0, this part of the circuit is complete, and in this part there is a resistance, there is a source of EMF. So your current will be, the first current at t is equal to 0 will be, let it be I1, will be voltage over resistance. That is, look at the loop A, B, C, D, A, which I just explained. This loop A, B, C, D, A, right? And you might ask, sir, the capacitor also has a resistance that was, I had explained you, XC, that is equal to 1 by omega C. But this resistance is there if there is an alternating source of EMF, because omega is 2 pi nu, 1 by omega, 2 pi nu C. The capacitor has a capacitance, but connected to a DC source. DC source has a infinite DC source, nu is 0, something by 0 infinite. So it offers infinite. So this does not have this kind of resistance. This kind of resistance is there only when it is connected to an alternating source. Of course, this is made of a material, it will have some resistance, but the moment you say it is a pure capacitor, it doesn't have that kind of resistance called ohmic resistance, which is only material dependent. So your first current I1 passes through this resistance, and that also passes through this cell, right? So your first current I1 is equal to E over R. Now time goes on. Now at t is equal to infinite. Now the capacitor means when the capacitor is fully charged due to the source of EMF. The capacitor is fully charged. And this is for your explanation, which I have explained in previous videos. When a capacitor is charged by a DC source through a resistance, the charge on the capacitor Q at a time t is how much? The maximum that it can hold, that is Q naught 1 minus e to the power minus t by RC, where RC was called your time constant. Now, if you allow the capacitor to work for a time equal to RC, whatever is the value of R, whatever is the value of C, suppose equal to 1 second. Means if you allow the capacitor to get charged for this much of time, that is 1 second, if it is 1 second, Then what will be the charge in the capacitor? Q is equal to Q naught 1 minus e to the power. For t I put RC cancel, e to the power minus 1. When you put this in a calculator, this comes out to be 0.632 Q naught. Means 63.2% of the maximum charge is stored in the capacitor if you allow the capacitor to get charged for this much of time. Similarly, if you allow the capacitor to get charged for this much of time, means 2 times the time constant, then for t you put 2 RC cancels, so we are left with e to the power minus 2. Again, if you put this in a calculator, this comes out to be 0.864 Q naught, means 86.4% of the maximum charge is stored in the capacitor if it is allowed to get charged for this much of time. Similarly, if you put tau is equal to 5 RC, if RC is equal to 1 second, then this will be 2 seconds. If 1 second, then this will be 5 seconds. Now, if the same capacitor is charged for this much of time, 5 times the time constant, then you put here t is equal to 5 RC cancels, e to the power minus 5, e to the power minus 5. So this when put in a calculator comes out to be 0.993 times Q naught. That is nearly Q naught. That is 100%, nearly 100% of Q naught. Means if you allow the capacitor to get charged for 5 times RC for this many seconds, then it is fully charged. Now, since it is fully charged after this much of time, so now no current will pass through this side. Now this branch is blocked. So now during that time, this here the current has become here, it has stopped opposing. Means it is acting like a conductor. So now this through this path will current go, they will combine here and will pass through R and will pass through the cell. Now at t is equal to infinite time, so the capacitor path is blocked, that it acts as a insulator after this much of time. And the inductor L now acts as a pure conductor. So now this path is blocked. Now when the capacitor is fully charged, this path is blocked, this path is allowed, and this path is allowed. So if this path is blocked, now on this path the resistance 3R and on this path the resistance 6R, both are connected to the same point, across the same 2 points, this point and this point. Between this point and this point, 3R is there and 6R is there. So 3R and 6R between these 2 points are in parallel, because the currents gets divided here and again combine here. So 3R and 6 are in parallel, and the effective of 3R and 6R is in series with R. So after t is equal to infinite, since L is a pure conductor, it does not have ohmic resistance. This part is not there. And you might ask you, sir, I had explained you omega L was also resistance, that was XL was the resistance that was equal to omega L, that was equal to omega 2 pi nu L. Such kind of resistance, which is called inductive reactance, is there if it is connected to an AC source having frequency. But here we have a DC source, no frequency. So now 3R and 6 are in parallel. So the effective resistance of 3R and 6R, since they are in parallel, is 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6, that is 18 by 9, that is equal to 2R. 3R, I should write 3R, 6R, 3R, 6R, right? So it becomes 18R square. So it becomes 18R square by 9R, R cancels. So that is equal to 2R, not 2, because the value of R is not given. So the effective resistance of 3R and 6R is 2R. And with this 2R is in series with R. The effective of these two, after a long time at t is equal to infinity, when no current is passing through this, Now it is passing through this and this, and 3R and 6 are in parallel, and the effective is in series with this R. So now the total R effective. So now the total R effective is 2R plus R, that is equal to 3R. And these 3R, so the current, let it be I2, will be voltage over the resistance. So the previous current I1 at t is equal to 0, we had found out to be E over R when the current was flowing through the capacitor. And after t is equal to infinite, the capacitor branch is blocked and the current I just found as E over 3R. And we are required to find the ratio. So E by R over E by 3R. So this becomes RR cancels, EE cancels. We are left with 3, that is equal to 3:1. Is a very, very important numerical. So I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.